that link. So as you can see from those highlights at the beginning of the video, I had another amazing powder day on the mountain. I've downloaded the best of the footage from my GoPro while the batteries lasted here for us to share, and I'm gonna go through it with you now. So let's check it out. Okay, so I gotta start off by saying the upper chairs had been closed due to wind holes. So when I got to the mountain, only the bottom chair was open and there was a huge line. But when I got off that mid-mountain chair, my spidey senses were telling me to head over to the side chair like it was gonna open. Sure enough, ski down the side just as the ski patrol was there, dropping the ropes, and off we go into grabbing the first chair. So me and this group of guys that were in front of me here, they actually what got me thinking that this chair was going to be open. I saw these guys ripping and I was like, I'm going to follow these guys. And sure enough, dropping down to the wildwood, you can see nobody's on the chair. Nobody even knows it's open yet on the mountain, right? So like the mountain does not know this chair is open yet. So, all right, so now I'm getting on the chair here.
Pretty sure I just got second chair on
Okay,
Wildwood.
so this is the part where I realized.
Yeah, I did. Second chair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I just realized that. Okay, so I'm getting off the chair here. Check this out.
It's a windy one.
I know, this is our shit over here. Hitting lift line?
Woo!
Yeah, homies were like, yeah,
so
and I'm
good,
like,
boys.
sorry, charging.
Woo!
Straight up charging. So that was really fun, just charging out in front of them. But you can hear that right behind me. Listen to this woohoo right here.
Woo-hoo!
So awesome. And still, as you can see, people don't know that the Wildwood chair is open.
Woo-hoo!
So here I am again, under the chair, untracked powder, top to bottom. There's no tracks in front of me anywhere to be seen here. This is just all this vertical to myself. I mean, there's the rippers behind me, and they're right behind me. But there's just so much snow, and there's so much terrain here. There's plenty of room for us to all spread out and just have fun. And you can hear everybody just hooting and hollering. Now my legs are starting to burn. Like I'm beginning to really feel the burn here. This is where the burn is coming. And you'll hear me start huffing and puffing here too. The cardio's going. But what an amazing like first top to bottom run. Like unbelievable. Super fun little popper here. Little white room. Yeah. You feel that hard pack underneath. There's about 6 inches of fresh. You can see here how the Line Sakanas really put me up on the snow. Like I've never had a ski put me on top of the POW like these skis do. You can just see they're just on top of the snow. No doubt being on top of the snow like that gives you much better control. All right, I'm running out of steam here, guys. This has been a lot of turns for a 52-year-old dude. So yeah, I had to catch my breath. I was huffing and puffing. Okay, so got up to the next chair. These are the same homies that were in front of me the first time. And they were like, yeah, that was awesome. Fist bumps. Hey, we're headed to the Grove. I'm like, what a coincidence. I'm going to the Grove too. So off to the Grove we go. Now I jumped off the chair and there was a ton of untracked up there, but I forgot to turn my GoPro back on. So it wasn't until like, oh, oops, let me get my GoPro on. Here we go. Heading over to the Grove. Now this is the Tamarack Grove. So most of the pines that you see in this video are Douglas firs and the random pines throughout. But this is the Tamarack. So these Tamaracks have a very unique look. They all look like they're dead, but they're not dead. They just go dormant in the wintertime and have this almost dead look. Yeah. Okay, here's my first wipeout I got on the, here was the little POW crash. I hooked a ski on a tree, a ski on a tree. Yeah, and a little cinder here. Man, this Tamarack Grove, it's a little low tide actually because it's more down kind of mid mountain. The Tamarack Grove's pretty mid-mountain, and you can see it's kind of low tide, but still righteous. Just copious amounts of pow. Shredding. Now, I messed up. I should have been cutting over to the right here. And then here I realized it. I'm like, I look up and I look to my right and I'm like, oh no, that's where I should have went out. Anyway, so down to the cat track, over, back up. Okay, so this is one of my favorite runs. It's just right off to the lift to the left here. And you plop over the side and over you go and into the goods. Like, I wasn't sure if there was going to be exposed rocks here. No, it was deep snow. Just charging into the pow. This. A blast. Okay, so the word's out now. People know that this is open, so people are really starting to get over to the chair now. Cat's out of the bag. Everybody's like, hey, the chair's open. Knowing the mountain and knowing where to go really makes a difference on days like this. I mean, that's key on a POW day, to get powder lines like this. Like, these are probably, like, one of these is probably a patrol, maybe a couple other people.
So having a great day here at Tamarack, but one of the busiest days I've ever seen. Look at this lift line.
Yeah, how about that?
What the fuck?
I'd never seen anything like it. Now,
What is this? I don't even know what's up with that. What
it's
is
just
this?
not
Where am
normal. I'm
I?
not used to that there.
Not sure where I am.
Yeah, I was pretty put off by that. Now, it was some ski school was kind of holding everything up. Okay, here we go. This was cool. This is my normal little sender drop that I do, but there was a second drift, so it turned into like this pillow drop thing. Here we go. Oh man, that was awesome. You can see it behind me there. I'll go ahead and cut that in again so you can see it in slow motion. Check it out here in slow motion. So normally you go over it and drop down just the one, but there was that second one. You can see I grab into it, drop the second one. Oh man, that was so fun. Snow is so good. Okay, so if you saw my last video, I did get some pretty good power runs in this tree run that I'm headed into. But this time, when I get to the bottom of it, there's like no tracks anywhere. In my last video, it was pretty tracked out, but look at this. It's just ideal. You know, I wasn't the first one in here. This is just off of the lift, but there's a steeper side of it that's kind of off to the side that most people don't tend to go over towards. Here I am kind of heading into it here. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. And you'll just see, I'm just like, wow, unbelievable. Okay, here we go. It drops in. That was so fun. Okay, so this is pretty later in the day. Again, the GoPro batteries, they just don't last. So like, they just randomly go out. A lot of killer powder runs I had that I didn't get on film because the batteries just wouldn't hold. So I'd have to go down to the van, get a warm battery. Oh yeah, this was so good. Look at that fluff, just sticking my hands in the snow. Unbelievable.
Oh, seriously.
You know, it's kind of hard to see because it's pretty cloudy up there, storm riding, but I love storm riding. There again, knowing the mountain, knowing where to go. There were tons of people there, but just knowing some of the places that you might have to work a little bit to get to. Definitely this is not a place you're going to see snowboarders because it took some skating and a little pulling to get it back here, but worth it. Okay, this is like mid-mountain. So this is one of my little side hits off mid-mountain. You can see everybody kind of runs off to the main spot there. Just get off the trail a little bit and it's so good. And See that down tree there, some low tide. Bashing through the bushes. Yeah. Love it. Oh, by the way, I did my color grading a little different on this. I desaturated these orange so my suit isn't so hot in the GoPro video. The GoPro video really tends to bring the luminance and the saturation on my suit out. This is more really what it looks like than that bright orange. All right, back again, another run. This time I'm just over to my tracks. And right? And this was pretty much it for GoPro batteries. At this point, my GoPro batteries had it. And I shredded a little bit more for the day, but I gotta admit, my legs have pretty much had it too. So yeah, that's the point that the GoPro batteries all gave out, and I ran out of battery power. So yeah, as usual, I ran out of batteries, and hopefully, maybe if anybody from GoPro is watching this, if anybody from GoPro's out there, I'd love to test some of your cold weather batteries. Send them to me. I'll give them a test and do a review. Thanks, man, for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, hit that like button and smash the subscribe, because I'll be making more content as I get more powder days and more shredding. Eventually, I'm going to get Kelly back out on her snow go. It's just our schedules haven't been working, and just everything just hasn't worked out for her to get out on the slopes with me yet. So maybe my next video, we'll have Kelly out on the snow go, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.